Hello, my name is Athena Bruce, and I am a sophomore here at the University of Pittsburgh. I am double majoring in neuroscience and psychology and minoring in chemistry. I want to thank you so much for attending this tour. I know that this is unprecedented times, and we just want to make sure that we care about your safety. Right now, we are at Hillman Library, and to orient you, Kathy is right over here, and the William Pitt Union is right to our left. The Hillman Library is one of many libraries that are available to students here on campus. There are a total of 4 floors, including the basement. And like many other libraries, the policy with each floor is that it gets quieter as you move up. So for example, on the ground floor, the ground floor is usually used for group projects and for people to collaborate, and by the time you get up to the 4th floor, it is completely silent. I know once I opened a chips bag and I got some nasty stares. And another thing that Hillman Library has for you is that you're able to rent books. So if you want a book for one of your classes, you're able to rent it out, and if the library does not have that book available for you, they are willing to go and get the book for you. Now to our left is Schenley Plaza. Schenley Plaza is a 5-acre green space that is available to Pitt students. And usually on a sunny day like this, you see them lounging around, either doing homework or playing some sports such as spike ball as well as volleyball. I personally love going to the screen space whenever I am doing homework or whether I'm lounging with friends. There is an amazing restaurant that is at Schenley Plaza called The Porch. It is an upscale American bistro, and I definitely love going there with my friends and to have a wonderful dinner. To our right, there is a courtyard that is also available and is another green space for Pitt students. And there you are able to do homework as well as lounge around. And you can also find me there studying on a nice day like this. The building that we are approaching right now is Posvar. Posvar is home to the Department of English, and there is also home to many other classrooms. I personally have had a classroom here. It was an introduction to global health, and the classrooms are really made to both collaborate with each other and also the professors as well. And another cool thing about Posvar is that there are many other collaborative spaces for you to study, whether there are tables that has multiple seats around you or whether there are silent rooms for you to work in. So we are currently standing in one of the many classrooms in Posvar. The classes here at University of Pittsburgh is very engaging. There is actually a 14-to-1 student-faculty ratio, and only 60% of these classes have above 30 students, and there are only 7% of classes that are over 100 students. And you may seem a little worried because of the big class sizes, but honestly, I was in a class with over 200 students, but the nice thing about the University of Pittsburgh is that they have recitation classes. So these classes basically have about 20 to 30 students to one faculty, and they are able to review what was learned in that week. They can answer any questions that we have, and it really makes sure that each student is able to understand what is going on in class, even though that each class may have over 100 students. And that is one thing about the University of Pittsburgh that is such amazing, because they do care that their students are being engaged in class, as well as making sure that they understand what is going on in some of the upper level and harder classes. I personally, in Posvar itself, have had a class here. Like I said earlier, I had an introduction to global health class, and that class was very engaging. My professor made sure that everyone was engaged by asking us questions, making sure that we understand the readings for the week, and just making sure that we do take information from her class so that we can use it in the future. So one of the many cool things about Posvar Hall is that this actually used to be the home to Ford's Field. This was where the Pittsburgh Pirates baseball team used to have their games, and many World Series were played here. And one cool thing is that the home plate used to be here, or is still here, and students usually pass over it for good luck for any of their future exams. And I personally have done it many times for many of my hard exams. So now I want to discuss why. Why did I choose to go to the University of Pittsburgh? Being from Dallas, Texas, I honestly did not know the University of Pittsburgh was a thing until my sophomore year of high school, when a local admissions counselor sat down and talked to me about the University of Pittsburgh. And everything that he said really did engage me about what this university was like and everything that was involved as being a student here. And it wasn't until I visited this university well into my senior year of high school when I fell in love with this place. This may seem very cliche, but when I stepped onto this campus, I felt at home and I felt like I belonged here. This campus was so welcoming. Even the first thing I noticed was that when I walked down the street, people were saying hello to me, people were smiling, and this was just an environment that I really wanted in a university. So after I visited, I immediately declined all of my other school offers and accepted the University of Pittsburgh's offer, and was excited for when I moved to Pittsburgh at the beginning of my fall semester. And when I got here, I had such an amazing time. I made so many friends. I've had so many opportunities that I know will help me in the future. And I know that through the University of Pittsburgh, I will be set up to be as successful as I choose to be after I graduate. And I know that University of Pittsburgh will give me all the opportunities and the tools to make sure that I do succeed in the future.